Hey, it's Matt Pinfield here at Rock in Rio 2019 with an old friend of mine. So glad to see you, man. It's amazing. Taylor Hawkins, Foo Fighters, and Chevy Metal as well.
Oh, a lot of things.
Yeah. Taylor, what's going on, man? It's so good to see you. Like, over here, come and see you. I saw you with Chevy Metal at Kaboo. And,
that was like 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, right. It was so great to see you again. And now, you know, you're over here. This is not the first time you guys have played Rock.
This is going to be a little bit bigger than Kaboo.
Yeah, just a little, right?
This is not, no, we played it back in 2001 when Guns N' Roses first got back together without everyone.
Yeah.
You know, so it was Axl and like Buckethead and all these.
Yeah.
Wild, weird night. And that was wild. We were youngsters, so we were wild as well.
Yeah.
And then we did it in Lisbon in 2005 as
Yeah.
well, which was weird, going to Rock in Rio that's not in Rio.
Yeah, right.
And like I think you said there's going to be one in Vegas.
Yeah, they
as
did
well.
one in Vegas, so it's like...
Why wouldn't they just call it Rock in Lisbon and Rock
exactly.
in Vegas? But I guess it's a thing.
You know, you guys have done so many festivals over the years. Do you have any one memory for you, like that's one of the just most amazing? I mean, I love the footage of you at Wembley Stadium.
Yeah,
that's in back and forth. It's so brilliant, you know.
The footage at Wembley Stadium is obviously like, that was our own show, and it was a big deal. And Jimmy Page and John Paul Jones, we did the rock and roll and whatever, something else. And you know, the Reading Festival is over in England is always special for us.
I love that place.
It's just, it was the first place. It was the first place where Foo Fighters actually, you were like, wow, we might actually be more than just a club band, or a small theater band.
You realized it then, right?
Well, I think it's those stages where Dave learned to be
the great frontman he is
today.
The great frontman
he is
because he's amazing.
Because he's amazing. Yeah, I mean, he's able to get he'll have all 100,000 of these people on the palm of his hand.
He will. And you know, I remember when you were doing one of the tours when he literally had to run under the stage, under all the way across to do the acoustic set.
Yeah.
And he was like, he said to me, "Oh man," he goes, "that's one of the hardest parts of the night." But it was so great. It was. I mean, all the tours have been amazing. You guys have really become a stadium band, which is not an easy thing to do.
No, I just think you got to keep showing up, and you just got to keep. You know, we've never tried to be anything other than what we are.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, and a lot of our favorite bands. I mean, there's a lot of bands like Queen who were constantly always, you know, are they going to make a funk record, or are they going to make a disco record, or are they going to make a, you know, an electronic record, or are they going to make a heavy metal record? And that's cool because that's what Queen was, you know.
Yeah.
I would put us more in, I mean, although we do use Live Aid, Queen performance as the sort of like, the sort of template of what a great live rock performance is.
Yeah.
To this day, you know, I think we're kind of more like AC/DC in a strange way. I mean, it's like we always sound like us.
Yeah, which is great.
And it's always based on the guitar, bass, and drums, and vocals. Maybe a little keyboards here and there, but we're never going to make a disco record. We're never going to make a funk record. Nobody wants a funk record from us. No.
They want Foo Fighters to be Foo Fighters.
We're not going to be making like... And, you know, there's been a lot of times where people go, oh, they're fucking boring. They've been around forever. They do the same thing over and over again. It's like, well, we kind of do. We kind of do.
But your fans love that. That's
we
what we
pick up guitars, sit on a drum set, and we make, you know, music that has pop melodies but is loud and aggressive.
Yeah.
And then sometimes not, you know.
Yeah.
We've done acoustic tours, we've done all sorts of things, but we've always remained within that realm. I think people like
they want to know that they have
it's
a
like
tried and true.
It's like a comfortable pair of fucking shoes that you know you have for your whole life. You know, like it's Sunday. I'm gonna wear those today and chill out and watch football.
Yeah.
And I think we're that band now for a lot of people. And I also think it's funny because I don't know, it was my brother or someone brought one of their friends to the show, and he's like, I'm not really a huge Foo Fighter fan, really. And I was like, oh, yeah. And then after the show, he's like, I knew all those songs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've just been around so long, and we just kind of just keep hammering. I mean, there was only a few times where it looked like maybe we won't be around.
I mean, it was documented well, and I love that documentary back and forth.
Back and forth. We went through a little rough period, a sort of kind of 7-year itch, if you will.
Yeah.
And I think it literally was the 7th year of the band. And we made it through all that crap, and then after that, we just never stopped. And we really have never stopped. I mean, we all have side projects, as
Yeah.
we talk about. I have my cover band, Chevy Metal, and I'm always making records. And Dave does his own things. He did that play thing last year, and he had the band with John Paul Jones and Josh. And, you know, those, as we grow older, those things, instead of seeming like, oh, are they going to break up because Dave's playing on the Queens of the Stone Age, it's not really a factor anymore.
Not at all, right? Because you guys know you're always going to go back to what's the real thing that you guys have. And the other things are fun to do.
To quote Roger Taylor, as he always said about Queen, for us, the Foo Fighters is the mothership.
Yeah.
And it really is, and it's more family.
Yeah.
Almost now we have most of the same people we've always had working for us. We've had the same manager Dave's had the same manager since Nirvana, and John Silva, same monitor engineers since Nirvana.
And people run the studio like Lou and like Gus.
It's just we really, for the most part,
family.
We try and keep it family and recognizable and comfortable.
Yeah.
And treat everyone well and you get treated. It's funny, people. One of the reasons we've stayed together is because, for a band to stay together a long time, you kind of have to either have some beautiful form of a democracy, which barely ever works, or like our band, Dave's the leader of the band, but he's a good leader. Everyone gets taken care of. Yeah. Everyone gets to play on the records, and everyone, we split pretty much everything equally, and it just makes for a harmonious situation. And the most important thing is that we, make as good a record as we can, or play as good of a show as we can.
Yeah. By the way,
there's no agenda. Nobody's really got any hidden agendas.
No, everything's really out in the open.
Yeah.
You guys gave me one of my favorite experiences ever when I was over doing the Wasting Light radio special at the studio in Northridge.
Yeah.
And Dave said to me, he goes, "Hey, Matt, you want to hear the album again?" I go, "Yeah, we can play it again." He goes, No, you want to hear it live. And then I went in that room with you guys, the vocal room, and you guys played Bridge Burning to Walk, start to finish, full volume. It was one of the greatest things ever.
We filmed it, right?
Yeah. I think we got there was definitely some stuff, taking pictures or something like that. But it was amazing to be in a room with just the five of you guys playing full volume that album, which I love that record so much.
Fucking loud.
Start to finish. It was
I think that's one of the benchmark records that, we always. That record was just so simply made. It was made on tape in Dave's garage.
Yeah.
And people wondered why it sounded so good. And I said, it's because it's not fucking stuck up a computer's ass. That's why it sounds good. It sounds like a rock and roll band in a room playing.
Absolutely.
And that's always usually the best.
Yeah.
Computers have been to me, harmful to rock and roll music.
Yeah.
Because, part of good rock and roll music is the realness of it, and the brutality of it, and the unperfection of it. You know, I mean,
it's those things, those idiosyncrasies, those things that are imperfections are really what become perfections, because you love that character.
You can just hear a little bit something different every time you listen to it. If something's been perfected 100%, well, you only ever need to hear it once.
Yeah.
But if something has blemishes all over it that you notice like a little bit every time you listen to, Pink Floyd Animals or Jane's Addiction, Nothing Shocking, or even Nevermind, or there's always some, oh wow, I didn't really ever notice that. Oh well, it's a little, that drum fill rushes a little bit, or that vocal's a little flat right there, or whatever.
But it's cool we discover new things, and I always said that about the Rolling Stones song Street Fighting Man, because Charlie Watts comes in late on the second verse, and it's really cool. It gives it character.
Yeah, absolutely. Or like when Won't Get Fooled Again, when Keith Moon comes in, they're obviously playing that sequencer, whatever it is, and he comes in way ahead and then has to pull back to catch up with the sequencer thing, which is early sort of click tracky things. And those are the things that make things just, part of the reason Queen's harmonies stacked sound so big is all the little slight flat and sharp notes everywhere, creating this it's a chorus. Like a chorus pedal on a guitar. That's making the guitar go slightly out of tune over and over again. And when you get that chorus effect of 60 vocals layered together that aren't perfect.
Yeah.
If everything's perfect, then there's nothing.
I agree. I just like that's not what rock and roll is.
And I don't like a lot of and like when I hear a rock band record where they've perfected everything and all the notes have been perfected and the drums have been slammed to the computer grid and the vocals
comped so that every vocal is
every vocal is perfect. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, neither do I.
I don't mind the painstaking version of like a Bee Gees record where they worked really hard to get it as perfect as they
or
could.
Beach Boys or something like that.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
That's elbow grease.
Yeah. But not,
fixing something in a computer
is
not elbow grease.
Yeah. That's why the pop music world for me has just not given me anything to be really excited about.
It's just there's just not. I don't want to sound old, even though we are old on a certain level.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem to have much shelf life to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to be talking about what is on the radio right now in 20 years.
Yeah.
But we're still talking about Nirvana, and we're still talking about
The Who and
Queen.
And Jane's Addiction.
Yeah.
These people that we love, absolutely. Taylor, it's got to be amazing when you look back on it now. I always talk about the fact that you have two of the greatest drummers in rock history in the same band. I mean, truly, you're two,
I think it's just two of the most sort of gregarious drummers in rock music. I mean, I've learned so much from Dave, so it's hard for me to put myself in the category with Dave. But we're also very different.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
I don't try and be him.
No, it's so true. I mean, you are different. And when we first started hanging out, when I met you and you were playing for Alanis Morissette, I mean, you were like the thing that was just so exciting about that live show back then too.
Yeah, we were a good little live unit, man.
Yeah.
I just started kind of becoming friends with Alanis again after all this time, and we talked about it, and that was a fierce little unit. I mean, we were obviously like pulling from all everything that was going on at the time. I was ripping off a lot of Steve Perkins, and the guitar player was ripping off a lot of John Frusciante, and this, but it was all yanking from everything that was happening at that time to become this perfect little sort of Rolodex alternative rock band, but with energy and guts.
Yeah.
And I remember the manager saying, "Play it how you want to play it, and play it hard, and play it for real." And the guy who produced those records,
Go with Glenn Ballard.
Glenn Ballard, he came in and he wanted us to play to the loops and everything, and it didn't sound like the record. And the manager, Scott Welch, I'll never forget, he was just like, no, this needs to be a rock band.
Yeah.
Because he knew that if she went out there with the Janet Jackson band, no offense, people were going to be like, well, this isn't rock music, this isn't alternative rock music, this isn't whatever, whatever we're trying to sell at that point. With a scummy, somewhat rock band, it felt a little more real.
Oh, very real.
And, I mean, it was such a funny time back at that point, because it was like, if you weren't for real, everyone was like going, you're fake,
Yeah, they would. I mean, they were very, very great.
Yeah, it was a witch trial for for integrity,
Absolutely.
Which in a way was great. And now Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill sounds like fucking Velvet Underground compared to what's on the radio.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Taylor, one last question for you.
Sure.
What are you guys planning on another Foos album sometime soon?
Oh, come on, we're always putting.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I can't wait. I'm always waiting for the next one.
Dave's written a lot of cool things, and I think when we get back, we're gonna start delving into that. He's got a lot of ideas. It'll be the 25th year of the Foo Fighters, so we're gonna celebrate it big.
Yeah, that'll be amazing.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that to go on.
We're just so lucky that we get to do it still.
Yeah.
On such a level as well.
It's incredible. Yeah.
But we got to go out and earn it right now.
Yeah, and you're gonna go kill it here at Rock.
I gotta go fucking kick ass.
All right. Well, listen, I just want to tell you, Taylor. Thanks for coming and doing this with me. It's always fucking great to see you, my brother.
Great to see you, Matt.
We go back.
We're gonna keep doing it till the wheels fall off.
That's right. Absolutely. We'll stay here. We'll keep on going. Absolutely.
Right on, Matt. Till the next one, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
See you up on stage, huh?
You got it. I'll be on the side. Taylor Hawkins from Foo Fighters, right here on Rock in Rio 2019 on Live by Live.